Hi, I'm Ryan with Rethink Church. Today, I want to invite you to join me in being an interventionist, to join in on the ongoing healing of the world. This week, we're focusing our social media channels on intercessory prayer. What does that mean? Well, intercessory prayer, really simply described, is offering a request for God, generally on behalf of others. So, really, it's praying about the needs of the world around us. Sometimes we do that for ourselves, like, God, here's what I hope for today. Sometimes we pray on behalf of someone we love, like, God, give comfort and relief to my sick friend. Sometimes our prayers are for groups of strangers. Now, each day, we'll post a short prompt that seeks to unite some of our prayerful thoughts over a particular idea or issue throughout the day. Now, you may have more questions. Particularly, you may be asking, if God is all-seeing and all-powerful, then why would I need to pray in order for God to do something? That's a great question. A similar one might be, if God is so good, then wouldn't God be in action already? Again, totally valid question. I think we need to admit that our prayers generally do not change God. Rather, our prayers change us. There was a French mathematician, he was a physicist, inventor, and a theologian named Blaise Pascal. He lived in the 1600s. He seems to have been one of those people with just immense mental capabilities. In thinking about the effects of prayer, this scientific thinker said this: in calling us to pray for one another, God has extended to us the dignity of becoming causes. Our prayers are not without effect. Prayer is an activity of alignment. It aligns us to God's hopes and heart. It helps us to see how we may be involved in the world around us as God's agents in the world. So intercessory prayer is not some throw it away, give it all to God and leave it alone kind of thing. Intercessory prayer is meddlesome. It exposes us to how we can be in action on God's behalf. This is how prayer builds relationship. And God's goal is loving relationship, both in having a relationship with us and also with us having loving relationships with one another. When we do intercessory prayer, we're coming alongside God in the activity of building loving relationship. There's power in that. I'll tell you what, the most meddlesome of intercessory prayers might be a line we likely pray all the time: Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. This line isn't some kind of acquiescence to just letting things happen however they're going to happen. Instead, this is more like an invitation where we open ourselves to being co-workers alongside God. If we really mean that we want God's will to be done, then we have to agree to work with God in accomplishing that. So let's start this week with that dangerous little prayer as we begin this week of focused intercession. God, may your will be done today in me, with me,